I hope you're all well. I've tuned in very quickly in between sorting out the kids because I've been doing some reading the last few days. I came across something on social media with regards to a diabetes burnout. Now, I've never heard of the diabetes burnout, never heard of the phrase, and then after reading, it kind of made a bit of sense. Uh, and basically, diabetes burnout is when you've really had enough. You don't know what choices to make with regards to your food. You're becoming a little bit, um, uh, you're neglecting your insulin doses and not really making the right food choices. Now, I've had a good little think, and being the parent and not the diabetic, it won't be me, it won't be Nicholas burning out. It would really be the parent, as I'm the one that controls what he does and what he doesn't eat. And it's very easy, I think, for a diabetic when they have the stresses of making the choices and giving their system, their body, the insulin that they need. For a parent, I think it, yes, is stressful, but I think because we're responsible for somebody else's well being, it's harder, I think, to have a burnout because you're being driven for somebody else. It's easy for someone to neglect themselves when you're responsible, you're you haven't got the choice to burn out. Now, this is how I feel. Everyone's different, everyone's lifestyle, everyone's stresses, everyone's ups, everyone's downs are always going to be different. So, for me, because I'm caring for someone else, I don't have that choice to burn out. Because of this, we as a family, we've had to make sure that we don't get one, lazy, and two, bored. Food choices every day is different. I remember my last quarter of taking Nicholas for his diabetes check. The nurse couldn't and wouldn't believe that we didn't cook the same foods on a regular basis. Now, I'm aware that a lot of households kind of have maybe a one, a two, maybe a 3 week food rotation. So you could make a spaghetti bolognese one day and you may make it again the following week, or you may have a 3 week plan, if you like. That doesn't exist in our household. Every day is different. I could make a spaghetti bolognese and it could be maybe 3 months till I make it again. Now that could sound really surprising, but everything has to be interesting, colourful, taste, different cultures using Indian food, Chinese food, Greek food, English food, Italian. Everything's different. Herbs and spices. I could make something today with a normal potato. I could make it the next 4 weeks later and it be a Greek potato. It could be a sweet potato. It's going to be different. The taste is going to be different. The colour, the texture, the ingredients that I use to make a sweet potato mash would be different to what I would use to make a Greek potato mash. It's always different. With the burnout that I was listening to on social media, I noticed that a lot of the stresses were based on snacks. And it is very true that it can get boring. It can get very boring. The flavour, the texture, the colour, it's just routine. Bang, bang, bang. Our routine is breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack before bed. And it's always a routine, and they know it's coming. Their bodies have learned to need it. They know, Mum, I'm starving now because it's been 2 hours since they had a proper snack, which may consist of either natural sugars or a carb. Why I've tuned in is to stress how important it is for us and it could help you guys in your household to rotate things, change things. For example, a snack for us before bed would be different to a snack after breakfast. So we're coming towards the evening now. The kids are getting ready for bed, and I've now got to start thinking about an interesting snack. It's not a packet of crisps and some milk. It would be, or a biscuit and milk. It can be. Don't get me wrong, it can be. But we've got things like hummus with celery sticks. We have maybe a bit of pita bread if his sugars are low. It doesn't have to be something sugary. It doesn't have to be a quick fix thing. We always are told by the nurses, make sure you have that quick sugar intake. So your jelly beans or your Lucozade or your full fat Coke, and then a carby snack. To me, he's a baby. Yes, he is 6 years old, but he is my baby and he will always be my baby. But why do I need to jam down his throat a load of artificial sugars? I don't have to. I can have a quarter of a banana if he's not that low, with a bit of pita bread as his carb snack, with a bit of hummus, with a few vegetable sticks. It could be cucumbers, it could be celery, colourful peppers. Experiment, try things different. My kids are always upset, or they were always upset, that kids are having fizzy drinks. Well, really, I don't want them to be having fizzy drinks anyway, but I buy sugar-free squash. There's loads of different brands, there's loads of different flavours. So we're not really limiting ourselves. You've just got to get out there and try and see what flavours and brands suit you. I get Robinsons and I mix it with gosh, I'm losing my words, sparkling water. And if you use an orange sugar-free squash with sparkling water, just tastes like Fanta. Try it, experiment, do something different. In the summer, I get a jug, I put my lemon Robinsons sugar-free squash in, and I put a whole load of sparkling water. Both are healthy, they're not full of bad sugars. And I cut a watermelon into cubes, put it in the jug, and the next morning when it's been in the fridge overnight, wow, the tanginess in that watermelon is amazing. The kids love it, and it is just goodness. It is goodness. I want to express how important it is for us, and it might help someone out there who's ticking away every single day, getting bored, the same snack, the same tastes, the same colours, the same old routine. Try things different. Slice up an apple really thin, sprinkle a bit of cinnamon on, put them in under the grill, and there you go, a snack. We use that, and we put a bit of crumble once they've been grilled. We crumble a bit of feta cheese, and it tastes amazing. Tastes amazing. The kids love it. It's a snack. It's got a bit of sugar in it to maintain their sugars overnight. It's got the non-carbs in there because of the cheese, and the kids love it. Something different. Experiment. So today, our bedtime snack will depend on what his sugars are. If he's high, it's going to have to be something with less sugar. So it could be the celery sticks and the hummus dip. If his sugars are quite low, I would go with a couple of rice crackers. Obviously, you check your brands, you check the carbs that are in each biscuit so you know what to give your child. Every child's going to be different. The intolerance is going to be, the sensitivity, is going to be different to their diabetes. So obviously, go by what you know, but I would recommend to spice things up a bit. And on the rice crackers, I could put some Philadelphia cheese on there. I could have a side dish with that, with a load of vegetables. And again, depending on what your sugars are, it could even be thinly sliced apples, like a quarter of an apple. It doesn't have to be a lot, but a red apple to add some colour, yellow pepper, an orange carrot, and a green celery stick. Look at all those colours. Experiment. Enjoy, guys. Take care.